Our reporters tracking the first India visit of the Apple CEO. Priya Sheth is joining in from outside the Taj Mahal hotel where Cook is staying and is perhaps still inside. Deepthi Bathini is joining in from Hyderabad, which will be his next stop, and Rukmini Rao in Bengaluru catching with a whole host of startups who will meet Cook, and she will bring us the details on Apple's development center. Okay, Priya, I'm coming to you first. Lunch with Ambani, dinner with Shah Rukh Khan. It's a big bang day, one for Tim Cook. Clearly, what is on the agenda today? And you've been there from almost 9 a.m. What is likely to pan out in the next couple of hours?
Well, absolutely. It's been an action-packed day for Apple CEO Tim Cook in Mumbai. Now, he began his day with the visit to Siddhi Vinayak temple. Now, here he met Mukesh Ambani's son, Akash Ambani. Remember that, Reliance Industries is in the process of launching Jio in full-fledged as far as India is concerned. Now, the next stop that Tim Cook made was the ICICI Bank headquarters in Bandra Kurla complex. Now, in fact, also do remember that Tim Cook has been meeting several CEOs. The first CEO to meet him in Mumbai was Tata Group's Cyrus Mistry. This is expected to be a breakfast meeting that he had with Cyrus Mistry. And of course, it's going to be strategic in nature owing to the evolving 4G landscape also in the country. Now, he also visited Mukesh and Ambani for lunch at their Antilla restaurant in Mumbai. Now, also he's likely to make a trip to Mehboob studio later in the evening, and also a star-studded at the Shah Rukh Khan. Do remember that in the day he's also likely to meet several CEOs, Vodafone as well as TCS. Now, the next stop that Tim Cook makes is Hyderabad. Over to you, Deepthi.
True, Priya, here in Hyderabad, the Apple Development Center is scheduled to be inaugurated tomorrow in Hyderabad, while the IT Department of Telangana has confirmed that this development center will be inaugurated tomorrow by Tim Cook and a group of officials from Apple. And at this meeting, he is scheduled to meet the Telangana Chief Minister and the IT Minister here in Telangana. This development center is to be the first development center outside US, and this center will be the digital mapping center for Apple. And this Hyderabad center is expected to be supporting the technical support, while the servers will be in US. While this has been an iffy issue legally, but that is also expected to be coming up in the talks tomorrow and during his visit here in India. On his visit tomorrow in Hyderabad, Tim Cook is also likely to be meeting the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu as well. And the entire meeting, as of now, what we understand is that he will be spending from morning 10 a.m. to afternoon 2 p.m. here in Hyderabad, while the government officials are maintaining it as a low-key, as they have been directed by the Apple officials, is what we understand. However, IT Minister of Telangana has tweeted earlier saying that he has a big announcement to be made tomorrow, and he has also said that it will be a suspense till then. However, Tim Cook is also expected to meet a group of startups here at Bangalore, and Rukmini Rao has caught up with some of the startups who are likely to be meeting with Tim Cook. Over to you, Rukmini.
All right, essentially, as far as the Bangalore plan is concerned, Deepthi, Apple is, of course, expanding significantly, but they have set up their first tech center in Bangalore, and that's relevant, of course, also because Apple's first tech center out of US will now be based out of India, and we have Rukmini with us. Rukmini, you broke the story yesterday. What are you picking up on how significant this development center will be, and do you have details as to the kind of investment, how many people will be employed?
Well, what has gotten the startup community really excited is the announcement by Apple that it is going to set up a design and development accelerator in Bengaluru. Though this accelerator will start functioning perhaps only by the beginning of 27, what really the startups are excited about is really the learning opportunity that Apple brings to developers in India. In fact, top Apple experts will be hand-holding developers and also startups working on iOS platform and really reviewing their apps and also giving them the right direction in the sense of being able to build those game-changer apps on iOS platform. In fact, what we understand from sources is that Tim Cook will be meeting a few startups in Delhi, where he makes the next stop after Hyderabad. But however, my colleague Adit Charlie spoke to some of the big voices in the startup community, really to understand how this accelerator is going to be a big game changer for startups.
A mentorship, a weekly review by some of the Apple's core team will be very helpful in making their products, a world standard, and giving them a positive loop for that. So it is a huge development.
The best apps in the world today, the best mobile apps especially, have a brilliant out-of-box experience. And I think that's something we need to have our developers, our founders, our startup folks, right, understand and be able to execute on. And I think that's where Apple's insight into what makes an app tick across the world, where they get to see what works, what doesn't, with the best of developers, best of apps across the ecosystem, will be very helpful. That insight, the best practices, what new trends they're seeing that are resonating with consumers will be extremely important, and I think extremely helpful to our developers on this side.
Well, they